Well, hello everyone. My name is Lauren, and welcome to Expediting Down by the River. Uh, it's been 3 weeks again since I placed the video. Um, a lot has been going on since then. Um, but I'm going to kind of talk about the highlights. Um, my goodness, which highlights do I talk about? um, Took a trip out to San Diego for the first time. I think I talked about that in my last video. But I didn't care for it. The drive was nice, um, beautiful, absolutely beautiful territory out there in the west. Really hoping to hit the northwest next year in the summertime. Not now though. I am back in Greenville, South Carolina. Been here, oh, a week and a half, going on, yeah, shooting on 2 weeks now. Haven't driven a mile. Um, uh, Paxton shuts down for the holidays. Uh, they did it for a week during Thanksgiving, and then now about 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's. I'm gonna have to plan for that next year. Um, Make sure I have enough money put away. Uh, had some work done on the van. I was losing coolant, um, and those side mirror blinkers, they stopped working again after paying $640 to have them fixed. Um, those mirrors are blinkers are very important though on the side. I ran into 4 or 5 occasions where I nearly sideswiped somebody on the freeway because they didn't notice that I was turning into the lane that they were turning into because those blinkers weren't working. So I went to a dealership down in Louisiana and I had a bunch of work done, a bunch of little stuff, but none of it was really little. I got the front right fender situation finally fixed. They put the inner wheel uh, fender in there, so I no longer do I have to worry about water or other junk getting up into the engine and ruining the brand new alternator that I had to put in there because of the same situation. And that was only $133 at the dealership. I was surprised. However, fixing the um, coolant leak, that was almost $500. And it was just replacing the thermostat. So it was labor and the cost of the thermostat, almost 500 bucks. Now the blinkers are the one uh, situation I'm dealing with right now. Damn. Sorry, I have a overzealous cat here who wants to get pet. Yeah, let's see if I can't. Come on now. All right. Those blinkers went out on me a few months back, just out of nowhere, both of them at the same time. Boop. Left and the right at the same time. Oh, sorry, cat. I didn't mean to do that. Damn. Uh, uh, well, either you love cats or you hate them. I happen to love cats, but they they don't understand social distancing by any means. um, so when I got the thermostat situation fixed and the wheel well situation fixed, I also got those blinkers fixed. $640. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong or not on this. Both those blinkers went out at the same time. exact same moment. Boop, they both went out. Now, when I went to this particular dealership, they charged me $400 towards the diagnostics to find out what the problem was. So if I decided not to have the work done, I still would have been charged $400 for it. Well, their conclusion was that the bulbs were simply out. So they replaced both bulbs. Now, I'm no mechanic, but it seems to me that the odds of both bulbs going out naturally at the same time is a little bit, well, odd. And there probably is a root problem causing this. But when they put new bulbs in, they both worked, and they said, "Hala, hey, we're done." Let's charge them $640. Well, 4 days after I picked up the van, the bulbs went out again. And they did this when the flashers were on. Now, not the regular flashers, like when you press the button on the ProMaster, when you lock the door with the fob, it'll do kind of like a delay flash where it'll blink, blink, and then it'll wait a while, and then it'll blink, blink, and then wait a while. To turn that off, you have to hit the lock button a second time. So, okay, well, now the work that they did for $640, which did not fix my problem, is warranted. And I'm in Mountainville, South Carolina, just southeast of Greenville. And there's a town about 10 miles up called Clinton, and they have a dealership up there that works on Ram ProMasters. And so they're going to do the warranty work, which is nothing more than replacing the bulbs. Won't cost me a penny, but that's not going to fix the problem. I talked to them about this issue, and they said, "Well, we'll diagnose the problem, find out exactly what's happening, but it's going to cost me $110." Now, what about the $640 that I spent to fix the problem the first time? I already see where this is going. I contacted that dealership right after the problem happened, and they were a little pissy about the fact that I wanted it fixed. I mean, they weren't pissy, but I could see they were pushing back. You know, they were saying, "Well, you know, the next thing we're gonna have to do is replace the mirrors." Replace the mirrors. So you're telling me that not just one, but both mirrors have some type of defect possibly that's causing both bulbs to go out at the same time. Both mirrors. And it was over $500 per mirror. I'm like, that makes no sense. There's something else going on, something deeper going on that's causing this to happen. And they just kept kind of fighting me on it. So I ended up calling them yesterday to let them know that I found a place that's going to do the warranty work, and that I want a refund on that $640. Not that they care, but that $640 will go towards the cost of fixing the root issue of that problem. That problem has to get fixed. I mean, I've almost wrecked my vehicle several times because of that issue, because of this issue. So it needs to get fixed somehow, some way. I got transferred to the service manager and left a message, and supposedly the individual service guy behind the counter was supposed to leave a note. And so this guy had like 3-4 hours to call me back yesterday. Never got a call. Now here we are the next day, and it's going on noon Central, even though I'm on Eastern time. It's going on noon Central, and so they've been open for 3 hours, and I haven't got a call back yet. So in about an hour, I'm going to make another phone call. I think I'm going to end up having to take this to corporate, uh, because it's pretty obvious. You know, they're playing that game. You know, this is a guy who travels, and so we don't really have to satisfy him. I mean, it's not like he's going to be back here again anyway. So it's just, you know, sure, okay, we didn't diagnose the problem properly, but we got his money, and yeah, we can do everything we can to keep it. Yeah, screw that. $640 is a lot of money. I mean, that's enough money to run for a week. Oh my God. Um, so all right, so I'm dealing with that issue. Uh, the other thing I guess I want to talk about is, every New Year we always have, uh, what are we going to do for the New Year? How are we going to make our lives better? Um, One of the things I'm thinking about doing is tearing out that build. Um, so that I can fit 3 pallets. Now, I've seen some builds out there that I think would work. Here's a problem. When you look at my build, I mean, visually you look at it and you go, wow, you got your own sleeping area, um, enclosed, with heat and a refrigerator and a microwave and storage and all this, and you think, great, that's fantastic. Two problems. Two problems. Problem number one, in all honesty, is that it makes it harder for me to get loads because I can't take 3 skids. Um, Number two, when I go to sleep there in that area at night, it's tiny. It is so tiny. I mean, I can stand up, and not hit my head or anything, but there is just no room at all. I mean, if you're claustrophobic, which I am a little bit, actually, I shouldn't say a little bit, I am quite a bit. Um, it's hard to deal with. It is just so small. Um, I mean, I can deal with the bed being small. I mean, it's long enough for me, but the width isn't quite what I would like. I'd like it to be a little wider. Uh, I tend to toss and turn a lot at night, and I mean, I can't even put my elbows out without hitting a wall or hitting that little countertop that I got. I mean, I have to keep my arms in all the time, all the time. So so I think by tearing it out and doing something different, um, I mean, when I only have 1 or 2 pallets in there, it's going to feel a heck of a lot bigger. Just maybe put like one of those heavy curtains up or something to separate it. Um, when I have 3 pallets in there, uh, well, that's something I'll just have to figure out. That we'll kind of go from there. But uh, that's part of my New Year's uh, resolution, uh, to go to a van that can handle 3 pallets. Um, this next year, um, gonna have to get the top of the motor redone. I got that ticking, and it's been going on. I got 150,000 miles on there. It's been going on since '95. The ticking hasn't gotten any worse, but I'm sure over the next year, that's going to have to get done, and that's 2,600 bucks. Um, I got brand new tires, so I should be good through the year. I would say by this time next year, I'll probably need new tires, but brakes, they're still fine. I mean, they're holding up really well. I didn't expect them to hold up as well as they are. but I'll end up needing new pads. That's not going to be a lot of money. Um, but I've got a goal set for what I want to do as far as how much I want to save over the next year. And I got my goal set at 25,000. That's just a tad over 2,000 a month. Now, if I can continue doing, on average, 2,000 miles a week, I, I should be able to make it. However, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing that build out differently, because I want to be able to get to 2,500 to 3,000 a week, um, and that's over a year. That'll make saving up 20 25 grand pretty darn easy. So that's where I'm at. By the way, I had a great Christmas this year. And I hope all of you did too. Even you individuals who weren't able to make it home. Um, and I know there's a lot of people in this industry that don't have a lot of family and friends. I mean, you guys are the real workhorses because you can just drive. You know, um, and good for you when it comes to that. And I hope in some way somehow this Christmas holiday you found a friend or a relative or some reason to be thankful, I guess, that you have what you have, because a lot of people don't have what we have. There's a lot of homeless and a lot of people a hell of a lot worse off than we are. Um, I'm blessed. I really am blessed. So, and I thank the good Lord for it. But okay, my throat's getting a little dry here. Um, I wish everyone had I hope everyone had a great Christmas, and in this New Year's, make yourself some goals. Um, make them goals that can be achieved. Don't make goals that are not achievable, because you'll just disappoint yourself. But then again, don't make goals that are so simple that, you could have done it standing on your head. Make yourself a goal, a reasonable goal, and go for it. Hey, I love all you guys, and gals. When I say guys, I mean guys and gals. Um, I hope you, again, had a great holiday season. Take care, everybody. Love you. Be safe out there. Talk to you again later. Bye.